So yesterday we had a market down day, which took silver and the miners down. Gold didn't suffer as much because it typically happens. I don't know, it's like 50% of the time you'll see gold go up when there's market chaos. Sometimes you'll see it sell off towards the end because they just need liquidity and they need to sell everything, even the stuff that's good, to cover their losses elsewhere. But recently gold's just been going up no matter what, including market chaos. It's really like bonds go up, volatility goes up, gold goes up. Normally, you'd expect the dollar to go up, but the dollar's just been going down with the markets, and that's what I'm showing here. This is basically a representation of the markets. We came all the way down, we bounced, we didn't bounce much, and then in 1 or 2 days, we kind of undid several days of a bounce. DXY will, I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much because it's just following the markets. We might as well get straight to the point and look at gold, silver, and the miners, but it'll probably come back down, test 103.5, to be honest. If we look at yields, which usually move the same way as the dollar. That's what they've been doing. They've been outperforming, right? 30 year, 10 year. That's just been going down because bonds going up, which is because the market's going down. So it's really, that's kind of following the markets, just like the DXY. At the moment, that's how it's going. What matters the most for gold, silver, and miners, those trading gold, silver, and miners, is actually what happens to the markets at the moment because the markets have an influence on the miners and silver. We'll look at that soon. But look at the markets. In 3 days, we basically undid that can go. We undid a lot of, let's say, repair that it was trying to do. So we had that bounce down here. I'm looking at the S&P breakdown. We bounced here. We came back to retest this prior support. This can go, by the way. Where are we? Yeah, touch that, back down we go. And now we're just gonna, honestly, it would be very, very surprising if we don't test this on Monday. So the lows of the S&P, basically 550. We should be testing 550 on Monday and probably go straight through it, maybe bounce, have a little, bounce day or like test or whatever, and then down we go to 540, and then we'll see. And then it's time to zoom out and see. Yeah, testing all the next support ranges. So I'm just gonna look at the S&P. I'm not gonna bother with the Nasdaq and everything. But it was a horrible day. Actually, there's your Dow. So maybe Monday we're testing this area. That's gonna be your support. I like to look at the S&P. It's just a general barometer. Look at the Russell. Remember those days? Russell is underperforming. Down they go. What about the banks? They're on a bit of a support level. They'll go down Monday. That'll be interesting to see what happens with banks and everything, especially the small caps. XLF, interesting. Yeah, okay, the seniors are stronger. All right. So anyway, market is weak. Market's going to retest its recent lows and it'll probably break through it. And by the way, Bitcoin, which is a decent barometer too, because look at this is descending here. Look at that. Bam, 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 low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, breakdown. And the weekend, okay, I don't expect too much crazy movement because it kind of needs the market to justify its move. Although Sunday, you could start to see a little sell-off down to 80,000, even below 80,000 on Sunday, ready for basically what is an inevitable sell-off early Monday. So Bitcoin could lead the way, and that would make sense, right? Bitcoin, Nasdaq, all your tech stocks, Nvidia, Tesla's been down quite a bit already, but the ones that led the charge up will lead the charge down. All right, gold and silver, bit different. I mean, look at that. Right, look at that. I mean, if the trend remains the same, if the market's going down, we'll probably see 3,100 tested on Monday. That's cool. I mean, I don't know. I just want miners to go up. I prefer gold and silver go down and miners go up. But I also hold gold, so I don't mind. And it also means that the miners won't go down as much as they otherwise would. So I'll take that because the ultimate aim should be to, end goal, sell miners that have gone up tremendously and then buy destroyed blue chip average stocks, right? Buy Microsoft and Home Depot or whatever. These stocks I've never bought. Um, yeah, that would be my plan. In 4 years from now, gold's hit, 6,300, silver's at, I don't know, 82, and now the policy is changing and there's a big sell-off and it's a topping pattern and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna sell. I don't know if I would do 100% sell. I probably would have trimmed so much on the way up, but the end goal is to, sell and buy the stuff that at the moment hopefully will start going down and continue to go down. But gold for now, 3,100. I see that on Monday. However, gold is sort of the anomaly because across the board, silver, all right, it wasn't the worst day, right? It was down not even a percent. It did actually pop its head up above 34.5, but it's all about the close. We did close above 34. I don't know if there's some surprise market bounce or maybe gold's run to 3,100 just uh gives silver the sort of wake up call it needs. And you never know, silver could still make a bit of a run. But at the moment, silver and the miners are definitely following the markets more than gold. So yeah, I mean, even if the markets go down, silver still has support. I mean, it's got support where it is there at 34. Next support, the resistance is obviously just the last high all the way up here at 35. You've got sort of this area that should hold, could pop below, that's 33. And then you've got this ascending, which I'll extend, because if we start to lose that, imagine it gets really violent, a massive drop in the market. Silver just goes down like 4% in one day. It's over. Forget the run up here. We need the market to repair to go back up. You could just go down, take out 33, and then you'd have your, this area to bounce from. And we bounce quite well, right? In the end, it's a higher low and higher highs. So you never know. So those are the levels. Already 34 is holding for now. Then you got 33, and then you got down here basically 32 with the ascending. So those three levels will do for now. On the way up, we just got this. All right, minus GDX. Yeah, I mean, what a shame. Ready to move. Touched 47 on GDX, and then down goes the market, and we have to go down with it. We closed. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's not a good candle. It really is a reversal candle. Um, but knowing what we know, it's because of the market. So the market goes up. This should go up also on Monday. In fact, even if gold is down and the market is up, even if gold and silver are down and the markets are up, I'd expect GDX to go up. But for support level, I mean, yeah, this I might as well remove actually now. Support, I would say, is here, 44. First level, next level is down here. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Call it 42.5. There you go. Here I might actually make the little yellow. It's not too obvious. I just want to, if I open up that chart, I want to know exactly where it is straight away. Resistance, well, now it's going to be this 47, and that's all you need to know about GDX. You just got to follow the general markets and gold and silver. That's GDX. And actually, if we go low, we've got that little bounce here on the ascending, but I don't see us hitting 42.5 unless there is a crazy sell-off in the broader market. SIL, yeah, it was weaker, makes sense. Actually, I think that's not the worst candle. Wow. Yeah, it's not the worst. It's not great though. All right, resistance, we might as well add this extra level here. There's been 3 days where we can't really take out 41. So 41's a bit of a level to cross above. But the day we take out 41, we're probably going to go take out 41.5. But anyway, those are your three levels, 41, 41.5, and then the old high, 42.5. On the way down, I'm going to leave this one here. You see, we could venture lower, and we probably will on Monday if the market's going to sell off. But as long as we don't close below this 39, I'm not sure. Maybe it is 39. As long as we don't close below 39, we can still sort of justify being within this range. If we do, then down we go. This I'll raise a bit. Middle of the gap fill, just to make a bit of an average. 37.6, 30, yeah, 37.5. Then we could probably go down to 37.5. If we go lower, I mean, that's already a ridiculous move, but then you got the ascending. So let's just make that a bit clear. Scribble some yellow, yellow, and yellow. It's not going to go down there anyway. Let's look at GDXJ. Bit like GDX. This I can move up now. That's your resistance. The high, 58.6, let's call it. The low, not as obvious. Might be 55 actually. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leave it there actually. 54.65. There you go. That's the range I'm looking at. Should we close below this? Down we go to 53, and then otherwise the ascending. So you got this, you got this, you got this, and you've got this. Obviously, the time element would also come into play. That's GDXJ. And finally, SILJ, the weakest of them all. Ooh, that actually, you could say I didn't close below the level. Maybe we should call it 12. No, it's really here. Okay. Just about holding. Yeah, that's correct. I don't think I need to change anything there. So that's your resistance. That's your support, just holding. That less obvious, but I think that's correct. And then if we even go down there, then you have that. So yeah, you can see it. You can see it in the silver miners, especially silver and the miners followed the markets rather than gold. But I'm sure gold made sure they didn't go down as much as they otherwise would. Let's look at the portfolio. Newmont, yeah, Newmont. That little trim I had actually just below 49, which was very weak. That I sold that. But my real trims would have been there. Well, anyway, Newmont did kind of okay. It did what you expect. It started to move up with the rest of the GDX, let's say, but it was forced to go down. So not the worst, not a good candle, but you can understand why. They're all going to have this kind of candle anyway. So next resistance now, you could say resistance is that. This I can delete. It was support resistance, but I think we can make it now this bigger range. So I'll leave it like that. I'm not going to put the yellow scribbles. They're all obvious to me anyway. I don't have to do it for the individual stocks, so that's okay. Once we take out this 49.5, you can start running to, I think, next resistance 52. Newmont's okay. Barrick Gold, it's such a shame, isn't it? It's really like bearish engulfing you. This one especially. Like Newmont, you look at Newmont, it didn't close below the low of Thursday. Barrick Gold, which is supposed to be the strongest out of the two at the moment, huge bearish engulfing. This one, I'll move this up, and Friday's high of days resistance. This correct. We'll probably get there quite fast. You can see how strong this bearish engulfing is. I don't need to do this scribble. And then after that, I don't know. I don't think we're going to go all the way down there. You probably got something like this in the middle of the range. I'll leave that there. But let's see this one. If we have a down day for the markets and the miners, then I'm pretty sure Barrick Gold will hit 1870. Next is Agnico Eagle. That's pretty good. I mean, where did it close? It closed near Thursday's high of day, so that's pretty good. And again, I had a trim just below 110, 109.99. That was good also. Newmont, I don't know if I sold Barrick or Agnico. They're such small trims, they're nothing to write home about, but that's why I do it also because you never know. So you combine all those little trims together and they're decent. And I'll use those proceeds to buy back when I think we bottomed. But here, okay, so now resistance is 110. Clearly, support. Be tempted to move it up because it's such a strong stock. Uh, and it rarely goes to support. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't even think it will get there. And you got this ascending also. I'm not going to scribble the yellow because I'm not that confident, but this probably 100. Generally speaking, 100 would be support, wouldn't it? Big round number, bit of a resistance, whether it's up or down a couple of cents. Also the ascending. So definitely, if we get there, 100. I'll make a big scribble for that one. All right, Pan American Silver. Yeah, a bit like SIL. Not the most bearish of engulfing candles, at least. Did pop higher, didn't really close below yesterday's low of day, so that's okay. I'm going to leave that as it is. Resistance is still correct. Support is still correct. We might visit on Monday. And then I like this long range. It worked very well during this period here. I can delete those. So I'll just leave that as it is. I don't want to say it's a sideways day. It was a down day, but it wasn't the worst. So Pan America doing okay. Wheaton, that's good. Made a new high of everything. Close, pretty close to yesterday's high of day. That's pretty good. That's still higher highs, higher lows on a daily basis. So that's good. I'll just move this up. That's your new resistance, 78 almost. There you go. So strong. I mean, it's just a good business. And, gold goes, well, I was going to say gold goes down a few dollars. It changes nothing, but actually gold went up. So profit margins probably extend. So why would this go down? This should go up. This should go up. It's a royalty precious metals company, gold also, mainly, I think. So you're making more money. after yesterday, but you're going down because the market goes down. Okay, well, not really, and it didn't really. So that's cool. That's really good, actually. Next one is Franco-Nevada. Close at low of day. Close at low of day. Not as good. It did make a new absolute high, almost hit 160, where I think I had a trim. I missed it by a few cents. Whatever. Yeah, that's your support. About low 152s, maybe even 153. No, 152 point. Yeah, low 152 is your support. Resistance is basically 160. It's the same thing, isn't it? Um, but it might just do a bit of a flush out on Monday because it really did close near low of day. So that's fair enough. If it does go down, yeah, that'd be strong support, very strong support. Multiple reasons for that to be support because it was supposed to be resistance. Metalla, doesn't really do too well on up days, but on down days, it really, yeah, definitely underperforms. Closes at absolute low of day. Um, Resistance, is it really 15 or is it even less? It's probably close to 310 at the moment. I'll leave it at 315. Support is 29, well, pretty much where it is, 293. Let's say a close below that, and down we go here. This one I really want to just trim to nothing almost. It doesn't go up with the metals price, but it definitely goes down. This is probably my least favorite stock. That's a nice way of putting it. I think I'm going to leave the support zones where they are. Down here, 265. Can you imagine it getting there with gold around 3,100? Yeah, those are your levels. Really don't like this one. All right, First Majestic. It's okay. It's still kind of holding this range. Am I manipulating it too much here? 675. Yeah, that was your low of day there, low of day there, and it closed the day there also. Even though we put below, it's just holding support, I would say. A drop on Monday, and this will probably flush a couple of cents. Your next support is here, this 620. Your resistance, I'm going to leave it there, 750. Keep it simple. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear actually. So not the worst day, not a great day, but First Majestic's done okay recently. Fortuna though, just how can I complain after this vertical move up? Yeah, the thing is that Thursday kind of wasn't amazing. We didn't even go to new highs on Friday. We closed kind of near low of day. All right, first of all, this is your new resistance. It's 650. I see something here. Not really. It's like middle of the range. This I agree with, this 580 zone. Plus it was pre-gap fill, so I'll leave that. Pre and post. Yeah, okay, I'll leave that. I'll leave that as it is. This, I'll delete it. Give it some range. Where are we now? 610, 30-cent move. That's quite a big percentage move. I'll leave it. Make it a wide trading range. Why not for once? But that's done okay. Even if it comes all the way down to 580, which is support, it's probably a good buy zone. Probably go back up and bounce from there. So that's what I'll leave for Fortuna. CDE, uh, it's just holding. Let's be clear, that's your $6. Yeah, just above $6 feels like that's support. Resistance is still there. Next support, not sure. It was there, but I don't really see it here as much. I'll leave it because it's a bit too much of a move from 605 all the way down to 490. That's too much of a that's more than a dollar move. So I'll leave this here, but that can be rearranged after a couple of candles go there to see where it really is, but if it gets there. Anyway, it's just about holding the support for now. Next one, Heckler. Yeah, that's correct. 560, I think, remains support. It's just about holding. Resistance, absolute resistance is 620. We've got a bit of problem at $6, and that's a big round number, so I'll just make a little note of some sort of resistance there, but that's okay. If we start to lose that, we do start to go down. I don't think we'll go all the way down here, but maybe just above $5, something like 510. Go on, I'll add it in, whatever. Because you never know, Monday especially. EXK, this one broke down already when the others were holding. And there was that little bounce on Thursday when everyone else had a very good day. And then down we go again today. It's just a bit weak. I'm not going to move this support. That was the support. If there was one now, maybe $4. I'll leave it. I'm not sure where real support will be here. I think you're just going to have to let silver and GDXJ sort of combine and help create it for EXK. But this should flush a bit more maybe on Monday, especially if the market's down. It's a shame I had a nice move there, which is why I trimmed also on the way up. But actually, EXK is my least valuable silver miner, and I haven't added back to it ever since this pop. So if it does go down a bit more, I probably will buy some back. Mag Silver, that's pretty bearish engulfing. Opens at high of day, closes low of day, closes below the day before. Not great. Support, I'm going to leave where it is, around 1530. Resistance is still 1730. Could even make a case that 17 is a bit of resistance, but 1730, I'll leave that as it is, right? Don't know why here I'm actually drawing it in. And if we do start to move lower, then there. I don't see us going lower than that. But yeah, that's pretty reasonable for Mag Silver. Not the best day down. Almost wow. Almost 6% bearish engulfing. Very bad day, Mag Silver. Probably the worst actually. All right, Aris Mining. Yeah, I got lucky and trimmed this, even though it doesn't show up on TradingView. Next day, yeah, this I'm gonna delete. I don't see it as valid anymore. Support is down here, just above 430s. Resistance is now definitely 490. It was before, it definitely is now because we kissed it and went back down. So 490 all the way down to 430. That's a 60 cent range. That's fair enough. If we take out 490, which I don't see happening for a few days at least, then you got this 5 sort of 14. If we take out 430, which I also don't see happening actually, then we probably go down there because that's your retest of the descending, which still hasn't happened, and you got this prior 410 resistance coming in. So I would say that's what you get. Next, I am gold. Mm, yeah, I made a new high, but didn't close below Thursday's low of day, so not bad. You've definitely got some. Ah, it's okay, it's the same thing. 660 to 670, that is resistance for sure. Let's make a big yellow area to take care of both. Support. Maybe you have support there, yeah. 620. You can see it was that pre-gap. You got a bit of resistance there. It's touching it, it's retesting at support. There's something there. Uh, whatever. Let's give it a big range. If we start to flush lower, I actually see something else here. There's quite a few like candle lows down there, so there's probably something. I don't know. That's just immediately how I naturally see the levels on the way down. On the way up, take out 670, we go straight up to 720 if I remember. B2 gold. Now this, yeah, forget Max Silver. This one was twice as bad. Now this, I think, had news. Yeah, it did have news. Obviously bad news, or maybe it wasn't. Um, but with the market doing what it's done, with the nice move up we've had, the biases to the downside, maybe not necessarily for a stock like this, which has just been, destroyed for so long. But down it went. This I thought this was support, but obviously wrong. At this point, I've got 280 as a bit of resistance, prior resistance, and also ascending. So actually, I'm going to put that down there. I got 280, especially if Monday's another down day, you may get that little extra final push lower. Could even go below 280. That I probably will buy, actually, because that's a decent drop. And I've trimmed this move up here, 320 or something. What was it 320, 335? I think I sold. Whatever I sold up here in the low to mid threes, I'm going to buy back there. Yes, resistance is still 335, although let's be honest, we'll probably have difficulty getting back above here, which is where we came from for the bad news. But I'm not going to bother putting that in just yet. Maybe I'll just do that. So those are your levels on the way up, and that's your level on the way down. I don't see us going low if we do 260, but I really don't see that happening, but you never know. Equinox. Popped its head above here. Yes, I did have a sell at 719 that I tried to connect here, fill here, and didn't get it. Tiny stuff because I'm pretty convinced it's going to keep going up. Not the worst candle. Yes, it's bearish engulfing. It took out Thursdays. It went started higher, closed lower, but it did make a new high, and we know they were all forced to have this kind of a move. It did close up low of day. Anyway, emotions apart, I see a level here, 670. Then this is definitely level. That's still your resistance, and then yeah, whatever. That's your next resistance if we even get a breakout next week, which I doubt we get. Equinox still looks good. SSRM, bearish engulfing, kind of. Still held its little 1075 level I've got in there. This I can move up. Yeah, 12 is still your next level. So 1150, 12 on the way up. On the way down, it's still holding 1075. Boom, down we go. And we'll start hitting this. Come on. This little support and ascending. Uh, yeah, I don't think we need to care about anything below 9 just yet. But then, yeah, this 9 level got lots of support on the way down. I wonder if I'll buy back into this if we flush. Probably not. It'd really have to collapse. Like another landslide, then I'll get in. SBSW was having such a good day, like quite a few of them up nicely, like 4 5%, and then just forced to go all the way down and basically closed the gap because it gapped opened, then ran, and then closed the gap, closed in the low of day. What a shame. New resistance is 460. This remains support. There's also gap fill. And I don't know. I feel like there's something here also, sort of pre-gap fill, something like that. Just want to do middle of the range. SBSW looks good. I had a really nice movement, to be honest. It looks like it wants to run. It's just forced to go down with the market. So next week, we are forced to care about the markets again. To be honest, gold, silver, and the miners have been going up regardless of the markets. But when it gets really dramatic, it wasn't that dramatic, but you know, tariffs, inflation, multiple macro news, and certain stocks getting crushed, certain blue chips that take down the markets. You got the Nasdaq down like 2+%. The miners start caring, and basically people sell everything, including gold. But gold didn't get sold off, so I wonder if that cushioned the drop in the miners. Let's see. We have to care about the markets again next week. It looks like. Um, Yeah, it's a shame we were just seconds from breakout, and I don't believe in the manipulation or anything. It's just a coincidence, silver just before that squeeze, silver gets taken down because it's industrial metal more than monetary, and the miners are market linked more than gold, let's say, which is like fear-based. So, risk on, risk off. It's a shame. If Friday was a good day, we would have had like multiple breakout signals, and it was the end of quarter, so. But still, we're still all the way up at the top. Like, I don't know about you guys, but portfolios near record highs. Whilst you look at everyone else, I'm sure they are having one of the worst starts of the year. So you cannot be too upset. All right, good luck to all of us.